Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Mike here, of course, and we're going to do a little review again today. Glad to have you along. Hope everyone's doing well. Get a chance to RC. A year or two ago in the summer, I did a quick review of a great little budget truck, and it's right here. This is the RGT 136-100 version 2. This is a cool little budget-minded crawler. It's got a 275mm wheelbase, real light truck, 390 motor, runs for days. Nice little RTR package. Had a lot of fun with this, and something on Banggood caught my eye. This was $150. I think it's still on their website for that price. I saw a little something online that caught my eye. Thought we might rival this. So let's have a look at this. This is what we got now from Remo Hobby. We got, let me see here, there it is, and we got their version of the budget crawler truck. Of course they call it 110, but that's arguable. With same with that one there, it's 110, 112, the 275mm wheelbase, 4-wheel drive, ready to run, all here. Let's get this thing out of the box and let's see what it's all about. Okay, so here we go. We got everything out of the box, and as you can see, it come pretty disassembled. Sorry about that. And you get a good size manual. I've had Remo Hobby in the past. You get I had the S Max truck, the 116, and the Dingo, the little buggy, and you always get decent documentation with them and all the part numbers. You get full set of R clips. You get cross wrench, another type wrench for wrenching on things, of course. Sounds good to me. Get a USB type charger here, nothing fancy. The body is pretty cool looking. You can jazz it up with your own stickers. They don't send any along. Not sure if it's got overspray on it, film, so you might want to check for that. The wheels come shoved in everywhere, so that's pretty cool. They are soft, and they do feel like they have foams in them, and feel like pretty much like a medium compound. And we got Remo Hobby on these. Gotta hurry this up because I think a thunderstorm is coming. Here's the truck itself. We'll look at that next after we look at the radio. It's a pretty small radio, plastic wheel. Not a fan of this radio whatsoever. What are you gonna do about it though? We got some trims. Your on-off switch there, really small wheel, and it pops up in here, and it takes 2 AA's. So a little bit of a thumbs down for the radio, a good thumbs up for the wheels, thumbs in the middle for the charger, thumbs up for the extra tools and clips. We'll quick look at the truck here. This will be the front. There is no LEDs in it. There is light pods. Shocks in it seem to have some oil in it, which is all right. The wheel nuts are on the end. We just got a standard here, 2-in-1 ESC receiver, electronics here with a brushed 390 motor with a heat sink on it, so that's good to see. Closed here, housing on the gears. We got plastic drive shafts on this, but it looks pretty good. A lot of it here is plastic underneath. Virtually all of it is plastic, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's very bendable, reliable stuff. And we have a standard 3-wire servo, which is kind of nice. So it's easy to swap out there. This is easy to swap out too. And you could easily dump something else in, but you also keep in mind that you're going to a 390 motor. And then we got a Velcro strap. The tray is really fixed. I don't know if you can unscrew it at all and make it longer. I don't think so. So they just want you to run their battery, and we'll see how that goes. But anyways, let's just check it out. We have a lithium-ion battery, so it's got 2 18650s in there. It's paired together for 1500 milliamp hours. Dean's connector on it. Guys, I'm getting rained on. So next part of this video, we're going to put this all together and give this a little test. There you go, guys. We're here at the Remo truck in the running part of this video, and a few miles from my house I found this park, and it's got a great pile of rocks here. I'm not sure if they're set up in any good sequence for these trucks to run on, but I thought I'd show this thing doing some actual crawling. And as far as it goes, one thing I haven't mentioned in my video yet is this little button. It's kind of easy to overlook, and I have overlooked it. And if you press it in, the truck runs at about 50% throttle forward. And I'll demonstrate that, pressing it in. And now it runs kind of slow. And it doesn't have any torque for crawling power. And then when you kick it out, as you can see, it does even actually a little bit of chewy. And I think this truck actually runs maybe a little bit too quick. It's I don't know, I just feel that maybe the throttle is just like, it goes way too fast mid-throttle. But we're gonna try it and crawl with it, and we're gonna get started here on the rocks. I got a feeling we're going to, this is about a quarter throttle here. As you see, it's doing pretty good. I got a feeling though that we're going to be using the power of it, the jumpiness, in order to kind of to go over this, power our way through the rocks, which works too, but it's not that true crawling experience. As you can see, we're kind of bouncing around a bit. But I will say, compare this to the RGT, I think it has better tires. Well, we're gonna go quick before we fall, and there it goes. So it does handle the rocks quite decently, better than you probably would expect. Again, though, you're probably relying on a lot of jump spots to try and get yourself going here. Oh, got itself back up. The truck is definitely a lot of fun, and I've been waiting to do this part of the video for a while to get a good time. It's kind of hard when you got a couple kids and summer vacation and working around schedules and things popping up all the time. But I have run this truck. As you can probably see, maybe there's a lot of scuff marks on it, and then in other videos you'll see this truck run on a parking lot, and my daughter was running it. And especially on asphalt and on short grass, this truck will run for days and days. I literally probably had 25 minutes left or on the battery pack, and it was still going strong, and it probably had at least another 3-4 minutes to go on it. So you can almost expect to do at least 20-25 minutes of normal driving on this truck. So it's a great little truck for the price. You have to determine what you are looking for in an RC. Would you spend $130, as this is kind of listed now on Banggood, for a kind of a 110 scale truck, 112 scale truck? Or you want to pay more for that for a 118 crawler, or even more for like an SCX 24? So it depends what you're up for, what you're into, and you sink a little more money into this thing and you can make it a little bit better. The big thing I would recommend is get a different radio system. It already has a 3-wire servo, so you would need a ESC radio and a receiver and bind to another radio. But I think that's kind of worth it, and you could probably even dump in a nice 540 brush motor in here and make it even more capable crawler. You would just be altering its run time. As this thing runs for days, that would probably shorten up. The battery tray in it's pretty small, but if you want to leave it at that current state too, there's nothing wrong with it also. So guys, so this is the review of the Remo hobby truck. I give it a 3/4 thumbs up. The biggest hindrance is this radio, but even if you just want to run it around and loose gravel, it's actually quite a bit of fun. It will roll over quite frequently on asphalt as the tires are sticky and the CG is pretty high, and it will just roll and roll on its lid every time when you take a sharp turn and you're giving it throttle. So overall though, I'm glad I went on this truck. I will put a little work into it and I will document that throughout time on my channel. If you got any questions about it, feel free to leave it below. Of course, there's a link in the description where I got this. Always appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for doing that, and we'll catch you soon on the next one. Peace out.